Talking about Visualforce, let me just have a quick question for all of you. Uh, who all have worked on HTML? Please type in yes or no in the chat window. Who all know HTML and people who do not know HTML at all? I just want to understand. Okay, Tejasvi knows HTML. Vijay does not know. I want all of you to reply back. Okay. Okay. And for people who do not know HTML and people who know HTML, I mean, I have got responses from everyone, that's fine. And do you know any programming language as such? We get into a mindset first. Problem is that the moment we start talking about a programming language, we get into a mindset that it is going to be something very complex, right? So first of all, in case any one of you is having that feeling that it's programming language is something very complex or difficult, I just want you to come out of that. It's a very simple thing. It is just a language that we are going to learn, right? The way we speak our other languages, English, Hindi, whatever our regional languages. So, same way, one more language we are going to learn, right? This is the language in which we will communicate with our Salesforce. So Salesforce understands that language and we are going to learn that language to make Salesforce understand things. So that is one thing. Now, whatever we have done so far, in case we are able to understand those things, it will not be difficult for us to understand these as well, the language aspect. Okay. So you will have to evaluate yourself and tell me that okay fine, whatever we have done so far is fine. No, I'm not asking you to tell me right now, but yeah, you can just take a day to see whatever we have done, you are able to understand, right? So far whatever we have done, we have actually done a bit of customization and we have put the business logics and all those things. The same things, similar kind of things, customization can be that only, right? What can we do in customization? Either we will be, a few sessions back we were talking about designing the page layouts, right? So there were a few options available in the straightforward drag and drop page layout option. Through programming language, you can design more customized page layouts, right? You can specifically define your commands to control the layout of the page. That is what, right? So people who are clear with the page layout part will be able to design the interfaces, no problem, and it will become easy for them to understand the language, right? Second thing that I want to tell you is since I see most of you are not from programming background, or even if you know programming, you have learned that in college life, right? So you are not a regular programmer, most of you. That is what I see, right? So we will take a very what do you call it, practical kind of an approach. Let us understand two things. Point one, that even if we are not programmers, I mean, even if we are not, hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Okay. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, thanks. Yeah, I think there was a connection problem. Alright, so yeah, we were talking about this programming thing, right? So first thing that I was talking about is that we have to understand that we are not regular programmers, so that is not a challenge. Okay, so that mindset we need to come out of that. Okay, even if you are not programmer, even if you have not done it for last 7-8 years, or even if you do not know, it is going to be fun to learn a new language. Okay, that is one. Second thing, we need to take a very practical kind of approach for it. Okay, what is that practical approach for learning the language? See, let us understand it in this way. Let's say you do not know French. I'm assuming none of us know French that fluently. Okay, let's say you do not know French. Now you are required to go to France next week for some reason, right? For 1 month you are going to France next week. Then what is the approach that you will take? If you are required to go to France in a week's time and you do not know French, how will you start learning French? In a week, how can you learn it? Okay. So there are two things, two ways of learning any programming language basically, or any language. One, you start right from the basic and keep on learning each and everything about it. That will take you years to learn that language, right? That is how we learned our English and all. The other approach is, okay, the practical approach, where you think of the objective and then start learning it, right? So maybe you will think of a few requirements that you will have. If you have to ask for uh, a glass of water, how will you ask it? Or if you have to ask for directions. So this is how you will learn French, right? If you have to go to France in 1 week. So that is the approach, right? That think of the requirement and then try to learn the language for that. that is very effective. Okay, so we will